Welcome to Amber Light, where we keep that porch light on to shine light into the darkness, advocating for justice wherever it is deserved against corruption and power. I have a topic for you today coming out of Indiana, DeMont, Indiana, from back in September of 2024. The story of Riker Earl, age 26, was having a medical emergency. Seizures. The family called 911 to bring help in, but did they instead deliver death?
A family is demanding answers into the death of a 26-year-old man killed after a 911 call for help. The sheriff's office says deputies went to a medical emergency at the home of Riker Earl on September 8th. The family says Earl was having a seizure, and when help arrived, the situation escalated. Deputies say they put Earl in handcuffs for his safety and for the safety of medical providers. He then became unresponsive and later taken to a hospital, but didn't make it. The family's attorney says he should still be alive today.
Riker was a good person and that Riker was loved. And he was having a medical crisis. And Riker should not be dead today. He should not be dead today.
The sheriff's office put out a statement last week pushing back against claims from one of the family's attorneys. Authorities have not released the body camera just yet, but they say they do plan to do so.
So the Jasper County Sheriff's Office has released the body cam video. Here's a digital media release on their website. The Jasper County Sheriff's Office committed to releasing body-worn camera video related to the incident involving 26-year-old Riker Earl as soon as the investigation conducted by Indiana State Police would allow. The Sheriff's Office has been given that clearance, and we're releasing the body-worn camera video today. We feel it is critical that our community have as much information as possible and evaluate the incident independently of outside influences. By releasing this video, the Jasper County Sheriff's Office is not drawing any conclusions about the actions of anyone involved in this incident. The independent investigation will draw those conclusions. So you can check this website out if you'd like to. The videos are really from 3 different officers, and there are links to those videos here at the bottom of the webpage. So I'm going to share just some clips from the body cameras just to give you kind of context. This first clip is the deputy number 1 coming into the house, into the home of Riker Earl, and you'll see kind of what condition he's in, and then I'll play this until they take him down.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Holy fuck. All right.
Right.
That's all sure. Guys.
Hey,
Will you leave me the fuck alone?
Riker, sit down.
Leave me the fuck alone. Wait.
Okay,
Jesus fucking Christ.
they're waiting for you, hon.
Okay.
You got them backwards. Go the other way.
Sit down and make it easy.
Yeah. Here's your T-shirt. Here's your T-shirt, bud.
What's the issue?
He has epileptic seizures.
Yeah,
He had 3 of them, and when we were in Wheatfield, I don't know if you were there.
I don't think so. What time did it happen? During the day?
Yeah.
Okay, I wouldn't have been there then.
So it's saying maybe about 5 o'clock.
Okay.
With some ones, and he was doing good, so I said, I'm going to stay home. I'm going to stay with you.
Hey! Don't fucking touch the medic. You're going to the hospital, all right? Don't fucking hit him. You don't fucking hit him. You understand? You don't fucking hit him. You don't touch him. Get on the ground. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back now! Now! No, it wasn't okay. You don't fucking touch the medics like that. You don't fucking touch me like that.
So as we just saw, Deputy One comes into the house, and Riker is he's agitated. He's frustrated. He's trying to get dressed, but he seems to be in control of himself. He doesn't seem to be over the top. The EMTs take him to a back room. I believe they're looking for clothing to help him be transported to the hospital. The deputy speaks with the grandmother and learns that he's had some seizures. And that during that part, you can kind of see what's happening in the door. It's off in a distance. It's kind of really hard to tell, but what I perceive is Riker seems to maybe lose his balance a little bit. And it looks to me like the deputy perceives that Riker is assaulting the EMT or getting physical. And the officer, Deputy One, by my estimation, really before he has all of the facts, goes storming back into the room and comes at Mr. Earl with verbal assault and physical assault and takes him down. Rather than de-escalating, rather than understanding and maybe trying to de-escalate, the officer just goes full bore. So here's Deputy Number 2 now coming into the house. By now, Earl is down on the ground. He's in the kitchen, and many others are around him. But I want to kind of now poke into the next concern that I have is around medications. Just keep your ear tuned to how they're talking about sedation. I think that's going to become a theme here.
You guys keep doing this. Please, your arm. Guys, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this, guys? Please. Please, guys.
What's he doing?
Guys. Guys.
What's up? I already gave it to him. Yeah. If you want to maybe call for another dose, though?
Well, what you give him so far?
I give him a whole
Guys,
vial.
why are you
I
doing this?
already gave him a whole vial of
Guys, please.
Get the Benadryl and the
Guys,
Haldol. Let's grab some Benadryl.
Get 5 more of a half hour per second.
Guys.
Hold on.
Guys.
Let him grab. He's got the arm.
Please.
We got this on.
Guys,
You want
please.
this arm?
Guys.
You gotta get him behind his back. Hold on.
Stop. Resist. Sir, please. Guys, please.
Stop.
Please.
What's
Yes,
his name? Anybody know
Guys,
Riker?
please.
Riker? Yeah.
Guys,
Hold on, Riker.
please.
Hey, Riker.
Guys, please.
Riker, can you hear me?
Guys, please.
Can you hear
Guys, please.
me? Riker?
Guys, please.
Hey, Riker, if you just chill out, everything will be all right.
Guys, please, I'm begging you.
Just settle down.
Guys,
Riker?
I'm gonna die.
Just
You're
settle
not
down.
going to die. We're trying to help you.
Settle down.
Guys,
Just take it.
guys,
Riker.
guys, I'm
You're all right.
Guys,
Riker?
Down.
Riker?
Rikers, please, please,
Got it?
please, please.
Yep.
Guys, please. Guys, guys, I'm gonna die.
No.
Guys,
Stop.
I am
guys,
Drew Logan.
Is that Haldol or Benadryl?
guys.
Both. B52.
Now we're on Deputy 3's camera, and by now he's already been given another shot kind of in the rear end. And so that's now 3 shots of who knows what. Again, that'll have to be confirmed. But I just want to show this part just to show kind of the level of restraint that he has been given. He's being held down, pushed down. One officer has his foot on his shoulder. And I think if you listen closely, you might hear him say that he can't breathe. So just watch this. It's hard to watch.
Breathe.
Okay.
That fucking leg gets loose. We're done.
Breathe.
Right here.
Breathe. Riker, listen, we gave you some medication. All right?
Yeah.
You just need to
Cover
breathe.
your ass.
Settle down. No, don't
Easy.
do that. There you go. I'll do that. Oh, there we go. Come on, settle down. Settle down. Feel the medicine working, okay? Settle down.
Yeah, we got one right now. I got him.
All right, going, baby. Still going. He has 10%. I know. Just give him a few minutes. Just let him breathe through it. It's all right. All right, Riker. Settle down. Settle down.
I know, I get it.
Yeah. Relax.
So I've skipped forward a little bit. They've got him resituated in the kitchen, and they've given him some more medications. I thought I heard earlier in the video that the medications were maybe a combination of Haldol and Benadryl, but it's kind of hard to tell. So again, need to confirm what meds he's been given. But he has, I thought I counted maybe 5 different shots. He is much calmer here. And it looks like the officers are starting to kind of transition him back to the EMTs. Let's watch for a few here.
Stuff that's important.
Riker?
Good. Can you still hear me, Riker? A little bit? Can you still hear me a little bit? You feeling a little better?
He's just.
You're trying to switch it.
I think he's fine. He's gonna come. Yeah, I don't want to lose.
Riker, just settle down. Settle down.
He just eat.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah,
Down the counter.
Here.
I'm gonna give him another minute. If he's still like this, he's gonna
I would just give him
Yeah, I was gonna say. Hey, Drew, you got that other 100?
Drew?
It should.
Drew!
Someone's at legs. And what's doing? Has he used anything? I mean, is it just the seizures?
She said she has no idea. She has no idea if he took his meds.
Can you? Yeah, I was just gonna say. Can you check the room?
I checked.
Yeah, we're good for a second.
Earlier, the only thing he said usually CBD.
Unless you got something real bad batch of CBD. Doesn't strike me as a meth user. This is meth behavior.
I've never seen anyone take this much.
Oh, I've had a couple.
Settle down, buddy.
Does he drink? That's an empty bottle right next to you. Alcohol doesn't hurt.
Hey,
Riker.
buddy. Just stop moving. Just stop fighting. All right? Just breathe. Take a nap. Take a nap.
So it's really hard again to keep track of how much meds they're giving him, but they've kept him, restrained. For his own safety, it looks like. They aren't too tight on him. The EMTs mostly have kind of stepped in, but he kind of came back and forth. He'd get rough again. He'd calm down. It would get rough again. So it really, again, if you want to watch the whole thing in its entirety, go to the website. I'll put a link in the description below. Go to the Jasper County Sheriff's Office website where you can see these for yourself. But by now, something I'm observing here, his face he seems to be face down into a pillow, and he seems to be struggling to breathe. I don't know if that's just, maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but see this for yourself and see what you think.
Riker. Yep.
There you go.
Are we feeling a little more calm? Come on.
Doing good, Riker.
Come on.
Hey, Riker, it's Sis.
Settle down.
Buddy.
Settle down.
Riker, it's Sissy, honey.
Let's make sure he's. All right. He's out. All right.
Yeah, he's moving.
All right.
Did you give him medication or something?
Oh yeah, he's got a lot of medication. It's hard.
Sedatives. Slow him down.
You heard him say there, we've given him a lot of medications, sedatives. Again, I don't know if this is, part of the problem or not, but he's out now pretty much. So I'll go here now to the point where they realize that he's not breathing.
Hey, is he breathing?
Clear. Newton County and Jasper County are both clear for
He looks blue. Go get DVM.
Check his eyes.
They're getting to it.
On C13343. Myself and fire, we're about 2 minutes out.
Is she okay?
Hold on.
201 Small PD. You're requesting sequence for orders, and what was the other thing?
No problem. What do you need?
Okay, Drew, I got you right now. Okay.
Okay.
Let's get that BVM. Let's go.
Video calls.
They're getting there.
No. I'll get stuff.
From CBS News, I've got an article here regarding this situation. An autopsy finds Indiana man died of natural causes after being handcuffed and pinned by police. I know that was hard to watch. You could see his decline. And then I'll say, this and just what I observed on the cameras, once they knew he was in real trouble, they acted with urgency and appropriateness. And they really legitimately did give a good effort to save him here. So I understand that he went to the hospital and then died shortly after. But let's take a look at this here for the cause of death. Chicago CBS, an Indiana father of two who died after being handcuffed and pinned on a floor by sheriff's police following a seizure in September, died of natural causes, according to the Lake County coroner. Riker Earl, 26, died of cardiovascular disease, an enlarged heart, cardiac arrest, according to the coroner's office. A forensic autopsy found no evidence of trauma. So the article goes on to describe, but I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to maybe make a few comments here. So obviously, the coroner is going to be looking for cause of death. He died, it sounds like cardiac arrest due to his health. His health wasn't good. Clearly, he was having seizures. He was an ill man for his young age of 26 years old, for sure. I don't think anybody is disputing that here at all. But I guess three concerns that I have. I've mentioned them throughout the video. I'm no expert, but just as a citizen who cares, I'm going to lay out three observations, and these, they need to be fleshed out. But for me, these are things that I observed. First of all, again, at the beginning of the video, he was relatively calm. He was aggravated and frustrated with the situation, but had the right tools been engaged, i.e., de-escalation, a calm, rational approach, perhaps it would not have escalated to the point where he got all worked up and maybe put himself into a heart attack type of situation. I don't know. Maybe I don't have all the facts. There's a lot more here. I'm just saying kind of what I observed here in the video. The officer, Deputy 1, I believe it was, went from 0 to 1,000 miles an hour. It seemed to me like, without all the facts, he perceived that the officer perceived that Riker was getting violent with an EMT, and who knows? I mean, it did not appear that way to me. But again, skill sets of officers, public servants, we kind of rely on them, for them to be professionals. And I don't know, F-bombs and all that stuff and giving orders. And I don't know. That's just one concern that I had. It seemed to me like the police presence here may have escalated this situation. Number two, the number two concern that I have are all the medications. Again and again and again, it seemed like they were giving him sedatives after sedatives, trying to calm him down. I'm not faulting that. I'm not a doctor. I don't know what the limits are there, but it sure seemed to me to be a lot. Who knows if the medications played a factor or not. Maybe he had an allergic reaction. It's just hard to say. There should be some research around the medications that were applied and if those were a factor or not. And then the last point that I had of concern is he seemed to be under heavy restraint. I know that you can clearly see he's acting up. He's acting out for whatever reason, whatever's happening emotionally or mentally or physically with him, with Riker. But the police, they had to do something obviously to kind of keep him safe and keep others safe. I don't know. It sure seemed to me to perhaps be excessive. What really, what would have been the harm of getting off of him? Letting him kind of lay there in the kitchen floor and flail. He had handcuffs on. What was he going to reasonably do to hurt somebody? But they had to pin him down and hold him down. And as it went on and on and on, his resistance would escalate now and again. I really do believe that had everybody just backed off of him, maybe he would have calmed down enough to where the EMTs could have come in and do their thing. It's easy to ask a lot of questions and sort of armchair quarterback here for sure, but that's just an observation. It seemed like with his body positioning and with the way that he was restrained, that all of that might have made the situation worse. It's, in Indiana, a public case with a lot of interest. There are, I would imagine, I don't know yet, but the family is pursuing some action here. Wouldn't be surprised to see there be some litigation as well. But hey, thanks for watching, and keep that porch light on, shining in the darkness, just to sort of let us be a light into the darkness of situations of oppression and abuses of